The Redmi Note 12 is an interesting device in the sense that for its price category, it's the best smartphone you can buy if you look at the specs. It has a 1080p AMOLED display and a Snapdragon 685 chipset. Now, we all know that specs aren't everything. Is the Redmi Note 12 worth buying? Is the hype real? Well, stick around to find out. Now, for the unboxing experience, the Redmi Note 12 4G comes in 3 different colors: Onyx Grey, which is the one I have here, mint green, and ice blue. It comes with manuals, a SIM ejector tool, a USB Type-C cable, a 33 watts fast charger, and a TPU case. By the way, the 33 watts fast charger charges this smartphone from 0 to 100% in 1 hour 4 minutes when I tested it out. For the build quality, the rear is made from plastic, the same as the sides. The front is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3, and with that, it is resistant to drops and scratches to a degree. Now, the Redmi Note 12 feels good in the hand. It's easy to hold thanks to the slim design, and it won't strain your hand as it is only 183 grams. For the IP rating, it's an IP53 dust and splash resistant smartphone. Moving to the top, it has a mic, an IR blaster, and a 3.5mm audio jack. On the left side is where you're going to find the dual 4G nano SIM card and memory card tray. The volume and power buttons are located on the right side. The power button also serves as the fingerprint scanner, and unlocking it is fast. The Redmi Note 12 also has the less secured face unlock feature. It's fast as well and works well when there's enough light. Moving to the bottom, it has another microphone, a USB Type-C port, and a mono speaker that sounds decent. At the rear, it comes with a 50 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, and a flash LED light. Back to the front, it has a 30 megapixel selfie camera. Now, the display for me is one of the compelling reasons why you should consider buying the Redmi Note 12. After all, the display is important because that's the medium we use to interact with our smartphones. It comes with a 6.67-inch 1080p AMOLED display with a refresh rate of 120Hz. In some applications, the display refreshes at 120Hz, while in others, for some reason, it refreshes at 60Hz, even though when you go into the settings and set it to refresh at 120Hz. For brightness, the Redmi Note 12 has the brightest display in its price category. It peaks at 1200 nits, making the display usable and readable under direct sunlight. Now, how good is the display for consuming content? Well, it doesn't support HDR for starters, but apart from that, it looks good if you're watching standard videos. Plus, the size of the display at 6.67 inches is large enough to make consuming content on it immersive. As mentioned earlier, the Redmi Note 12 4G comes with a Snapdragon 685 chipset, a 6nm processor. On paper, it has the fastest chipset when you compare it with other smartphones within its price category. Running synthetic benchmark applications, the Redmi Note 12 has a score of 295K on Antutu. For Geekbench, it has a single-core score of 474 and a multi-core score of 1472. Again, it has the best score for its class. With the Snapdragon processor and the Adreno 610 GPU, the Redmi Note 12 runs games at a lower graphics settings and frame rate compared to other smartphones within its price category. For instance, playing Pubg, it played the game at balanced graphics and medium frame rate. It ran the game at 30 FPS, and with that, you're not going to win a lot of chicken dinners. For Call of Duty, it played the game at high graphics and medium frame rate. It ran the game at 30 FPS, again not the best gaming experience. For Genshin Impact, one of the most demanding games on mobile, Redmi Note 12 ran the game at low graphics, and for the most part, the game was playable with it lagging here and there. Now, the Redmi Note 12 that I have here comes with 4GB of RAM, and if you launch a game, go to the home screen, open an app, and go back to the game is going to close. So if you're big on multitasking, I'll recommend you go for the 6 or 8GB RAM version. Also, if you're a big fan of second space, the 4GB RAM version doesn't have it, so again, you will need to go for the 6 or 8GB RAM version. For the Android operating system, the Redmi Note 12 is running Android 13 with MIUI 14.0.5, and as usual with Redmi smartphones, you should get 2 major OS updates and 3 years of security updates with this device. For bloatwares, this smartphone has a few of them, but luckily you can uninstall them. Now, moving to the cameras, the Redmi Note 12 4G has a 30 megapixel front-facing camera. Pictures captured indoors are just there, to be honest. They won't blow you away, but as soon as you step outside, you're going to be like, wow, okay, this camera isn't bad at all. Dynamic range is decent on this smartphone. This is what it looks like without it on, so when you're outside and you're going to be capturing the cloud, you better turn on HDR. Zooming in, the details captured by the 30 megapixel camera is decent. Overall, the pictures captured by the front-facing camera is alright. Another area where the front-facing camera shines is in taking portrait pictures. It does a very decent job of separating the subject from the background. Also, HDR mode doesn't kick in when you're taking portraits, so you need to watch out for that. So here's a video from the 30-megapixel front-facing camera on the Redmi Note 12 4G. It's shooting in 1080p, 30 FPS, no 4K on the smartphone, no video stabilization. What do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality coming out from the 30-megapixel front-facing camera? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, how is it handling dynamic range? From the display, it's just white, I can't see anything, but maybe when I go to my laptop, it's going to bring out the details of the cloud and all that. So what do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality coming out from this 13-megapixel front-facing camera? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, one thing I just realized is when recording, it's applying skin smoothing. My skin is not that smooth. But what do you guys think about it? It's a feature that ladies will like, definitely, but would men like it? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the skin smoothing in the comment section below. Now, moving to the rear cameras, the Redmi Note 12 4G comes with a 50-megapixel main camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. For animals, the 50-megapixel main camera does a very good job. As you can see, the pictures look ready for social media. Zooming into the pictures, the details are not bad. The AI does a good job in detecting flowers and other objects and increasing the saturation to make the flower pop. Now, taking pictures indoors, the photos look good, although if you're dark, it's going to make your skin a little bit brownish. Taking portrait shots outdoors, the camera does well sometimes, and in other times it doesn't. But when it does well, the picture looks good. The 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera doesn't look bad at all, it looks decent. So this is the 50-megapixel rear camera on the Redmi Note 12 4G. It's shooting in 1080p, 30 FPS, no 4K on the smartphone. What do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, so I'm using the 50-megapixel main camera to record this video. It's shooting in 1080p, 30 FPS, no 4K. This camera doesn't have OIS, but it has EIS, electronic image stabilization. And let me just pick up the pace and jog a bit. What do you guys think about the stabilization? Let me know in the comment section below. Switching to the 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, it too can shoot in 1080p, 30 FPS, no 4K. What do you guys think about the video quality? And let's test out the stabilization. It has EIS as well. I'm jogging. And what do you guys think about the stabilization? Let me know in the comment section below. And right now, this is the 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the Redmi Note 12 4G. What do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality? It's drizzling right now. Let me know what you guys think about the camera quality in the comment section below. Now, moving to the battery department, the Redmi Note 12 comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and it's not bad. It's actually a good one. For the battery charging time, it charges from 0 to 100% in 1 hour 4 minutes when I tested it out. Overall, I think the Redmi Note 12 4G is a solid device. For the price, you get a device that has an AMOLED display. You are not going to find another device with an AMOLED display at this price point. The battery life is great, same with the battery charging time. Also, the cameras are decent for the price. Now, regarding its performance, it's a mix for me, although it's the fastest smartphone within its price category. But when it comes to gaming, it's a little bit behind. Also, the refresh rate switching from 120Hz to 60Hz in some applications bothers me. Maybe a software update will fix that. So that's my review of the Redmi Note 12 4G. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Valor Reviews, signing out.